Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to just come and talk to you guys because I'm about to start my 21-day Daniel fast. I do this once a year, preferably January, because it sets the tone for the rest of the year. I started doing my first time doing a fast, it was in 2011, and I have seen amazing results from doing it, so therefore I keep doing it. So my first fast, I can just give you a little bit of information about that. It was 2011. I didn't even know what fasting was, and I'm like, okay, my pastor brought it up. He brought us this book called Fasting by Jentezen Franklin, and I wanted to see, would this really work? So I decided to, well, actually, I had a trip to New York that year. It was coming up, actually. And I said, you know what? If I had already bought the ticket, I already made the plans to go, I was going. So in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I can't go to New York and be on this type of fast. So my hopes was to have the flight get canceled. This was in the end of 2010. And the flight was for in the middle of January during the fasting period. The period was from January 2nd through January 22nd. So I said, you know what, God, if you really want me to do this fast, you'll make a way where this flight will get canceled and I will get all my money back. And I just hoped and prayed and prayed and prayed. So I knew they had like inclement weather in New York. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be my flight that gets canceled, but I was hoping that it would, because if it did, I was going to do this fast. So I went to sleep and I woke up to an automated message saying that your flight has been canceled and due to inclement weather. So now I think we're entering into January, and it said that your flight has been canceled and we will give you a full refund for the flight. So I was like, okay, I'm sticking to this fast. For that to happen was like my number one sign that I needed to do this. And so what I did that year for my first fast, I ate no meats, I ate no sweets. I ate only fruits and vegetables, which was extremely hard. But I think what was even as hard was getting rid of watching TV. Like, I was getting, the reality TVs were coming on. The Fantasia Barrino, she had a reality show and I wanted to see it. I think I did sneak and see a couple episodes of that on my fast. But that was the hardest thing, not listening to the radio, only listening to worship music, gospel songs. So that was my sacrifice. So it wasn't just the food that I gave up. It was things of the world like music and TV. Like, I was really guarding what I put in my mind, my eyes, and my body. So around that time, I was looking to buy a house as well. I was roommating with my best friend at the time, and I'm looking at all these houses and I just couldn't find it. And I'm like, these houses are just, it was 2011. It was a lot of foreclosures. They were wrecked. Like, a lot of the houses had holes in the wall. It was just too many issues with the houses. So I'm like, okay, this is not going to work out. Then my realtor called me and said, I have one property. You need to come see this. You need to come see this. And I had to move out of where I was. So I was hoping I found a place for me to purchase. And unfortunately, the house that we ended up having to move. The lease had ran out on the place where we were, so we ended up finding another place down the street to rent. But then that's when my realtor was like, you might want to come and check this place out. I'm like, I just got a new place to lease. So it's like, all this is happening during my fast. So I'm like, okay. I got to go check this place out. I didn't want to. I was tired of finding places that I couldn't qualify for. I qualified, I just didn't want the places because they were damaged. So he says, yeah, you might want to check this place out. So I go and I look at this particular house, and I walk in, I wasn't really too happy about the floors, but then I looked at everything else. I'm like, there are no holes in the wall. There are nails in the wall where I can see pictures hanging, where I can put my pictures hang. It was a garage. It was 2 floors, 2 stories. Each bedroom had its own bathroom. I'm like, okay, I like this. So he told me how much it was selling for. I agreed to that price, and I actually agreed to pay the closing costs on the property. So now at this point, I'm in the middle of my fast, and it's like a couple of weeks go by. I remember that, you know, I'm sitting there. I think I was singing to Smokey Norfolk, I Need You, and I got a call like 7, 8 o'clock that night from my realtor, and he was like, just so you know, they accepted your offer on that home. And I just remember pulling over. It was raining, it was dark at night, like late, like not late, but it was dark. And I pulled over, and I just remember just stepping out the car, just dancing and being so happy that I was on my way to getting my first home. And all of this happened because I knew the fast. I knew this fast was causing this to work out for my good. Even though I had just signed a new lease, my best friend still was in that place. So I let him know, hey, I found a house. And he was excited for me. He was happy for me. And I was just like, wow, this is a powerful thing to do and to take serious. So that was 1 year. That was my first year fasting. And I just kept doing it. But the one thing I noticed as I did it every January, you have to be intentional when you do your fast. Make sure what you're asking and what you're fasting for is of God, and that's what He wants you to have, and it's in alignment with your purpose. So I say that to say this, that we need to make sure that when we set, because now it's 2018, so that means I've probably done this fast like 6, 7 times. Out of those times, I don't think I was intentional afterwards. Like, I did the fast, but I wasn't setting intentions each year to do something mega, because that's what that fast is going to do, is getting the attention of God, because you are sacrificing your body. And in the Bible, I remember it mentioning that on the first day Daniel set out to do the fast, God heard him. So that's very powerful, and I just encourage people to do it. It's very healthy. I mean, throughout the year we eat whatever we want. I mean, just think about it. You're giving your body a break from the greasy foods, the bad foods, all the toxins. It's just, and it's healthy. It's a lot of health benefits. If you Google health benefits to fasting, it's amazing. It keeps you youthful, and like I said, the main part is it gives your body a break, and that you are getting closer to God. You can't fast without praying. That's the key thing. Always be sure to make sure you say you're praying, you're setting times apart throughout the day to pray. So you're not just not eating, you're not just not listening to music, or you're just not watching TV. You're setting times out of the day to specifically pray to God and to worship, to make your requests known, to ask, to seek His face. And that's what's going to really change your life, by doing those steps. And I'm excited because I believe this fast is going to be intentional. This fast is going to put me back in alignment, because we sometimes get distracted. Social media, people, our own agendas, we get distracted from where we need to be in life. So I believe I'm going to get back in line with my purpose by doing this fast. And I pray the same for you all. I am by no means saying I'm perfect. I am not saying I'm holier than thou. I'm just saying that I'm trying to get to another level spiritually, and fasting is the key. And I want to encourage you to do the same and reap the benefits, because I'm telling you, they're endless, and I'm just ready. And so hopefully I'll be back here to share with you this year's testimony for 2019. I'm just excited. I feel like it's gonna be something major. So I hope that this video touched you and impacted you in a way to get on it. Try it. Google the Daniel's fast and see how far you can go. If you can't do the 21 days, see if you can do 7 days, 3 days, 4 days. Just set your heart to do it and see how far you'll go. Thanks for watching. Until next time. And if you have any questions, make sure you subscribe and then comment below, and I'll be sure to respond to you. Bye.